Is Neve Campbell on set? And also, do we know what the university is going to be called in Scream 6? Let's get into this.
What's your favorite scary movie? Hey, man.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Well, I'm Pennywise the Dancing now.
We're gonna get you. Oh, blood on the beast!
God, don't do that.
But sometimes death is better.
Hey everybody, what's up? KillJoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Today we are talking a little bit about Neve Campbell possibly being on the Scream 6 set, as well as confirmation as to what the university will be called in Scream 6. A question that has been on many people's minds, especially Scream fans, as to if we're going back to Windsor College from Scream 2 or not. Now before we get into this, if you guys can like this video and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that. Now real quickly, just right off the bat, I don't want to waste anybody's time here. This is the picture that came out recently where apparently Neve Campbell is standing there on set and she's in front of the cameras. I don't think this is Neve Campbell. If you look very closely, whoever this person is holding their arms up closely to their headphones. They're wearing headphones too. Why would Neve Campbell be wearing headphones? She's not the sound guy. And they're clearly listening for something. So my guess is this is like a sound person. I'm not 100% sure like who this could possibly be, but it's definitely a crew member, not Neve Campbell. I do see the resemblance, and I want to come on here and say something along the lines of like, oh yeah, Neve Campbell's back. Let's go, baby. I want to pop that champagne, but I still feel like it's a little too early to call. And the other thing, I don't want to burst some people's bubbles here, but like the truth is, there's no way Neve Campbell at this point could have a lead role. There's no way she's been filming in secret, but she could have a cameo role still. That is still entirely possible. I pitched a while back about how maybe we get an ending credits scene where we see Neve Campbell on the phone at her home with wonderful Mark Kincaid, her two babies asleep. Maybe she's going to have a little nightcap, watch something on TV, I don't know, something along those lines. And then suddenly the phone rings, and then she picks it up. Hello? Hello, Sydney. Give me one of those, baby. Give me a good lead into Scream 7, where Neve Campbell is once again the focus. This is what all of this could be setting up with Screams 5 and 6, and I'd be totally down for that personally. But I think at this point, considering all the filming that they have already done, it would be kind of weird to shoehorn in her character at this point, especially with all the contract negotiation stuff going on during the filming process. If anything, I feel like the movie would suck more if they decided to just randomly write in her character now and like try to fix it, because they've already filmed other stuff with other actors who have like been implemented in there to kind of like fill up the space for all the Neve Campbell parts. So even though I feel like a major role for Neve Campbell in this film is kind of out of the question at this point, the possibility that she comes back for a cameo appearance can still definitely happen. Now I gotta be honest, to me the more interesting thing about this picture is the fact that they're lighting up an entire neighborhood here. Possibly for a chase scene? It looks like maybe we could get a chase scene where someone runs out their front door and just like books it down a couple of lawns. That could be pretty cool. It does match the setting of like what I would imagine Sydney's Chicago home would look like though. I have to say, there is that. But I do think it would be cool to have a chase scene outside at night opposed to like a chase scene through a house like how we've usually gotten in the Scream films. And now for some more exciting news, because I'm sure we're all like, what the heck, Jake? No, Neve Campbell. Well, this is not good. Well, guess what? I do have some good news. Many of us have been concerned that maybe this new Scream film will be going back to the College of Windsor from Scream 2. A lot of people don't want to do that because then it feels a little too close to home with Scream 2. Are they just remaking Scream 2 with Scream 6? We don't want that. It has been confirmed that the university in Scream 6 will be titled Blackmore University. Now, if you're wondering to yourself, what the heck, what is Blackmore, Jake? What does this mean? Well, let's go back to the fake script for Scream 5. When they were auditioning actresses to play the role of Sam Carpenter, they would change the name of Billy Loomis in that one line where you have Sam saying, "I'm Billy Loomis's daughter." They changed it to the name of John Blackmore. It was just a fake name to cover up for Billy Loomis, but it is kind of synonymous now with Billy Loomis. So does John Blackmore, or Blackmore in general, does that refer to the Loomis clan? Is this some kind of Easter egg as to where the plotline of Scream 6 is going, somewhere back to the Loomis family, or is this just kind of some funny inside joke with the Radio Silence guys? My thinking is that this is just an inside joke, because another thing to point out is that the entire production, to keep secret, is also called Blackmore too. So what is up with that? What does that mean? I feel like it's literally just an inside joke. I don't think the Loomises are coming back for this movie. I feel like that would be really weird. Because although, yes, you could throw in the character of like Hank Loomis per se, because he is still out there somewhere in the world, presumably. You could throw him in there and maybe he's a big red herring the whole time and maybe he becomes the killer. But like, haven't we had enough of the Loomises? Can we get someone else in there? Like, we've had 2 movies with the Loomises where it's just like an ultra focus on them. And even the 3rd film, which yes, does not include a Loomis family member, it still adds on to the mythos of what the Loomis clan was doing and how they got involved with killing basically because of Roman Bridger. Now with everything, there is another side to that though. If they bring back Hank Loomis, they could make it a commentary on all of these slasher villains coming back, being older, you know, and like they're coming back full force, they're even stronger than before. We can make fun of brand new Leatherface, or especially a major focus on the brand new Halloween movies, which focus on a Michael Myers who is much older and played by an older actor. So could they do some kind of commentary there? Do you think this movie is smart enough to do that? That's kind of the question at hand. Because the last Scream film, something I've been talking about on Twitter a lot recently, is they kind of just totally missed the mark with talking about horror commentary. Like, there is so much going on in the world of horror right now, and the most we got for like requel talk, the most we got for like Jordan Peele movies, A24 flicks, was just a name drop. That was all we got in Scream 5. And like, what I've always appreciated about the first Scream movie and the 4th Scream movie is they actually like dive really deep into whatever topic they're talking about. The strongest aspect of the Scream movies to me has always been the horror commentary. Like, you have in the first Scream movie a commentary on just the slasher genre in general, which is genius. What everyone was thinking, I feel like they really tapped into like the zeitgeist of what everyone was like talking about, thinking about at the time with the state of horror. 1995 was just not a good year for horror, and 1996 wasn't really either until we got down to Scream. Okay, The Frighteners came out in 1996 too, and that's a banger. And the 4th film is a masterful commentary on remakes. So what can we do for Scream 6 to once again bring back this horror commentary that has otherwise felt lost or kind of just like all over the place in some of these other movies? This could be the way to do it with a Hank Loomis return, and then it's a back to the Loomis family callback. Hey, cool. And now it's kind of like, oh, Mrs. Loomis was the killer in the 2nd film, and now we have Father Loomis, patriarch of the family, coming to do some killing in this movie. Personally, I'm just like kind of done with the Loomises, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make if Scream wants to go back to actually commenting on the state of horror, because this is something that I've, once again, why 1 and 4 are my 2 favorites is because of that horror commentary that's done so well in both of those flicks. Something that I feel like was just all over the place. We even commented on Star Wars in Scream 5. It was just, it was all over the place in that movie. We needed to do something a little more focused on like this divide between like the elevated horror, which I don't love that term, but like A24 flicks versus a wanting for some more simple slashers, which we do kind of have both right now in the space, but it does feel, you can feel the divide between people who like one or the other. I personally love both. But I just think that would be a great commentary. And like, yeah, if I had to ask like Richie from the last movie or Amber if they actually liked Jordan Peele, if they actually liked elevated movies, Hereditary, The Babadook, yeah, whatever, they probably wouldn't like it, but that was never their focus as killers. They were so focused on giving Hollywood new ideas for a new stab film because they wanted a film that goes back to the original. But that to me muddies up that motive. You just muddied up that whole cool motive you could have had by shoehorning in a bunch of stuff about the Stab franchise. So I guess now there's the question of, can they even recycle that motive? Or would it be too similar to Scream 5, and would people just be like, oh my god, this is just the exact same thing all over again, but done slightly differently? Have they boxed themselves in like this? I mean, I guess it all comes down to what they actually do in Scream 6. If it feels too similar to Scream 5, then I guess we'll know. I real quickly want to thank Craven Something Scary, who is the one who pointed out these pictures of Blackmore University, or like, you know, the fake university that they're filming on for the set of Scream 6, and Beyond the Mask for helping me find that picture of what is apparently maybe Neve Campbell on set. I have been super busy filming a Scream fan film myself, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to do research. So to my buddies out there, thank you guys so much. What do you guys think about all these Scream 6 updates though? Are you excited for this film? Are you worried for it? Leave me something about it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this new Scream 6 update video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content coming in the future. Also, if you want to support this channel further, please make sure to support me on either Patreon or become a channel member by clicking that join button on my page. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.